What's up, Hammerheads? Welcome back to the channel. We're in the garage again, and if you're new to the channel, this is my Audi A5 that we've been working on recently. This is, we'll call it a project street car. It is not intended to be a race car, fun street car. That's what we're after. So we've been doing a lot of visual mods because when you're driving down the road, people see you and you want to stunt on them, right? So we've been doing a bunch of like carbon fiber stuff on it. We got carbon fiber mirrors. We got spoiler on the back of the car, and we're going to keep going down that rabbit hole. And we have a splitter for the front end down there, and we have a new grill that we're going to be putting in today. Now, a little while ago, we blacked out that grill, did a chrome delete. I used adhesion promoter, I used really good paint, and it still chips. Anytime you paint over chrome, it's going to eventually chip. So if you're painting over chrome, look at it as a temporary solution. And that's what it was. So we have a new grill that we're going to put in. We have a carbon fiber front lip, so let's get into that. So as I said, we blacked out all the chrome on this bumper, and as you can see, all down the side. And I live in Pennsylvania, guys, and it's winter. My car's sort of dirty, so don't hate on it. The badge is getting all chipped up. Used to be chrome, painted it black. It chipped, whatever. Is what it is. I knew it was going to do it. It was temporary. Oh, we got our new grills in down here. Piano black, gloss black, whatever you want to call them. The stock grills don't have these holes open. They're like blank out panels. These have the holes open, let more air through to the brakes for brake cooling, let more air through to the engine compartment just to keep our engine cooler, intake air temperatures cooler. Also, the stock ones had a chrome ring right there. These are full blacked out. So continuing on the piano black honeycomb grill, we bought this. Now this is a eBay special, but I like this one because it's open the whole way up here. Most of them have this top portion like blanked out. There's like a little panel that covers that up. And if you look at this grill, all the top holes are covered up. But our intake to get cold air to the motor is right up in here. So if these were open, it would let more cold air into that intake. And we do have a cold air intake on this car. If you watch the channel, you'll know that joke. But so all that top is open on the new grill, and the license plate holder on this grill in front, you know, and this one like just has the blank out panel behind it all. Now, if we want to run a front plate, we have in this box over here, that's the front plate mount that came with that grill. So we have options. So I thought that was pretty cool. We're going to run it like this, see what we think. If we want to get, you know, some sort of fancy Euro front license plate down the road, we can. We have the Dooflinky right over there. So that's our first project. And to change the grill on this stupid car, you have to take the entire front bumper off. So we're going to pop the hood, and I'll show you the bolts and screws that we have to take out. So first up, pop the hood, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4 screws right across the front of the car right here to take loose. These are T30 Torx screws. Don't ask me why such an enormous screw holds a piece of plastic. I truly have no idea. So those 4 come out, and this thing, lift the backside and pull it backwards, and it'll come right loose. Now, once you're done with that, there are a couple screws right down in here that have to come out. There's a front screw and a back screw, okay? 2 of them on each side. The front screws we leave in for now. We pull these back screws loose right now. And they are, I believe, a T25. So, T25, let's pop those loose. There. Take that loose, and the other one on the other side. We are done under the hood for right now. Those 2 screws out. Okay, next we need to jump under the car. So, yeah, right down here, we've got 1, 2, and 3. Those 3 out. And that's all we got to do down here. Next step, we're in the fender well. Turn your tire inward, whatever side you're working on. There's a screw right down here and a screw right up here that we got to pull loose. For some reason on this car, the bottom one is a T25, but the top one is a T20 for some reason. So grab my T20 and pull that sucker loose. Now, once we get these 2 screws loose, that one's stuck in there for some reason. Once we get these loose, get your finger in there, pull this back, and way in there, up here actually, up higher guys, sorry. Hang on, pull this back. It's just carpet, pull it back. Right inside there, there's 2 10 mil bolts that need pulled loose. So we're gonna wanna have one of these extension dealy whoppers. Put that in your drill. Anybody ever try to work with one hand? It sucks. So we got to get in here. I don't even know. Yeah, you guys are gonna have to. Yeah, maybe. Here we go. Yep, there. There's one out. Anybody want to be my videographer? And 2. Can you guys even see? It's in there. Trust me. 2 screws. Bolts, rather, on each side. Pull those guys out. Oh, there it is. So, 2 screws, 2 bolts each side. Pull them out. Like I said, that one stayed in there for some reason, right there. That guy. Yeah, he don't want to come out. Whatever. There it is. So, once you get those 4 fasteners out, right there, take your bumper right here, pop it loose. All right. Now, see, this whole side is loose, coming loose. Now, don't pop that totally loose yet. Go to the other side. 2 screws, 2 bolts on the other side, and then the entire bumper is ready to come off. So once we've popped both sides of the bumper loose, do a little pull, and this whole thing slides right out. So you're gonna have to unplug your fog lights, as I forget every single time. One and 2. Fog lights unhooked, bumper off. Put your bumper on a table, and we got to get to some screws that are in here. We have a series of screws along the back and a couple screws on the top. We're going to pull all those loose right now. So now that we have the bumper off and sitting on a 6-foot table, we can pull all these screws loose. Now there's a whole crap load of screws that hold this grill in here, because the grill is actually like kind of structural to the bumper. The bumper gets super floppy without all these screws in. Now you're going to have 2 T20s up at the top side. Pull those loose and switch to a T25. Now you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 T25s to pull loose. Now I would leave some of the top ones in. Take out all your bottom ones. Got 2 more. Now when we get down to the last screw, it's going to start getting floppy, like I said. Okay, this sucker should be ready to pop out. Alright. Fight me a little bit. Bottom's a little tricky. Maybe roll this thing over. Fight me a little bit. Work at it, you'll get it. I don't really want to break this grill, seeing as though there's kind of technically nothing wrong with it. as though it's clipped in. Whoop, there it went. Hey, we've zoomed it. So take this out, put the new one in, reverse order. Now, you want to be extra careful putting the new one in, right? So, get in there. You can see before, this stuff's all floppy, trying to move around on you. You're gonna just have to take it slow, work it in there. Don't break nothing. Top screws. I'll hand thread these top ones back in. Hold it. Maybe, maybe not. Doesn't seem to want to go. We can start right here. Alright, I wouldn't tighten any of these until we get everything aligned because everything's super flimsy, like I was saying. I want to make sure we're all lined up. So loosely until we get them all in. It appears as though everything's going to line up pretty nicely once we got it started. All 10 back in. And we are working with plastic, don't over tighten anything. Basically want these hand tight, guys. Or girls. If there's any girls that watch these videos, props to you. Typically not a girl type thing here. Oh, I'm missing a screw. On the floor. Oh, I'm missing a screw. I know I took 10 out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here it is. 10. Alright. Barely more than tight, maybe. Do not strip this stuff. I can't wait to turn this around. See what it looks like. Alright, all the T25s tightened up. T20s back in the top. Oh, we're done. I'm gonna let you guys see it first. What do we think? Sick. Alright, let's throw it back on the car. Because I can't help myself, we'll get a quick view. So, bumper back on. You guys don't need to watch that. Just me bolting the bumper on. But now we got the piano black open honeycomb. Piano black open honeycomb. Some of them, like I said, the honeycomb doesn't go the whole way past. It has like this middle section, and I like this look a lot more. Blacked out badge, black on black with the panel behind it to hide the bumper bar. Super sick. All right, let's put that splitter on. So first thing we got to do before we put the splitter on is clean all these surfaces. Anywhere This thing's gonna be going on. We gotta clean it up, and I'm just using some alcohol, isopropyl alcohol. Squirt it on a nice soft rag. Get all these surfaces wiped down all the way around. This alcohol won't hurt your paint or anything like that. I'm just using this to get all of these surfaces because we're gonna have like 3M double-sided tape going on here. So we want to get all this as clean as we can. We are going to wipe it down once, flip the rag, do it again. And in just a few minutes, we can pull that splitter out and start mocking it up. Okay, I think everything is clean enough. I know we're gonna have 3M tape going up in here, right here, so I'm gonna get that part super clean. Okay, clean enough. Let's let that alcohol dry. All right, let's put the splitter on. So you can see 3M tape and carbon fiber, baby. Woo! So we're gonna peel all these pieces of tape and slide this in there very carefully and stick it. So let's do that. This is the tape that came on it, and sometimes I like to pull this stuff off and put my own 3M tape on, but I'm telling you, this stuff is it feels pretty good. It's soft, it's not old, it's not dried up or anything, so I think we're gonna roll with it. The centerpiece, we're gonna have the 3M tape on the top side, and we're gonna have, they supply screws, I'm using pop rivets. I am not losing this thing going down the highway. So, well, I just got this side on and I realized that the camera wasn't on, so luckily we have another side to do, but that's what that side on looks like. So I'm gonna throw you guys on the other side of the car and we'll put that piece on that side of the car, and maybe we'll try to video it this time instead of being stupid. Okay, so tape on the back of it. We're gonna throw this sucker on. Now, what you wanna do, peel yourself a little tail to start with. Don't pull all of this off. There's a little trick for you. Peel a tail, crease it like that. Make yourself a little tail. If you pull that whole thing off, you gotta stick at perfect first track. Don't do that. So, peel a tail. Get this slid in there, close to where we think she wants to be. Right around in there. Get that first bit stuck. And start pulling your tail. Push on it good and hard. Now that the whole thing is stuck and looks super sick, we can get one more look. Little fin on the side, not too out of control, just a simple little, fin, little extra flare. Street car, not race car, so we don't want to be completely out of hand. We're not putting canards on this thing, street car. So, now that that's done, under here, you're gonna rivet this unit in. Now maybe, I don't know if you can see that hole right there. They have pre-drilled holes. We can use them. We don't have to. We can make our own. We can do whatever we want. But we're gonna get this thing affixed on the other side, underside with rivets. It came with screws. I ain't using screws. I'm not trusting that. We're gonna rivet this sucker on. So let's do that. So let's start drilling some holes and throwing some rivets in. I guess before we do that, we'll talk about the rivet for a second. The rivet, if you can see in the side, it's got that little slot. And then there should be like 3 of those little slots. These blades fan out. When this rivet goes in, this comes out, pops out, and it gives it like extra holding power. It's like a little winged rivet. So this is what we're using so this thing doesn't blow off on the highway. So, like I said, they have their holes here. We can use them or not. I'm gonna move the holes up a little bit. I don't like how low they are. So, punch a hole, throw your rivet in your gun. Little simple hand rivet gun. Smack it in there. And if you've never used a rivet gun before, it's that simple. So we're gonna go around, put as many of these as we want in. And this sucker will be on and done. 1, 2, 3, 4. Two. So you guys get the point. We're gonna go the whole way around. Make sure this thing is fastened very, very well. And this job will be kicked. There's like 2 layers I'm hitting in here. I'm gonna go through both of them, whatever. Where's my gun? There it is. One side done, you guys get the idea. So, do the other side, and we're done. Wow, guys, we just changed the whole energy of the front of this car. I'm in love. Wow. Really didn't make the car a whole lot lower. Again, street car. But, man, did it change the whole energy of the front of this car. Honestly, I think the grille might have done more than the lip. The lip is sick. Honestly, this lip, the way it's designed, this little scoop, it's going to send more air into the intercooler. The intercooler is right there. That'll get upgraded someday. But it's actually going to scoop more air into the intercooler. And it'll let more air into the intake in there. Let's see if I see a piece of plastic inside of there. That's the air inlet scoop, as they call it. Can't really get you a really good view up in there, but that piece of plastic in there is the scoop that lets air into the inlet pipe that goes into the car. So we are done working for the day. Maybe we'll try to get some shots outside while we have a tiny bit of sunlight outside still, but whole energy of the car changed. I love it so much. That splitter is awesome too. Took a chance on an eBay part, and I tell you what, it was really high quality. Simple, but like well made. Nice stuff. All right. Pulled this thing outside and it literally just started raining, but whatever. Man, that front end's sick now. That looks great. Splitter is definitely noticeable, not overdoing it. Perfect street car style. That grill, super sick. Ooh, that's the view right there. Down on the splitter. Yeah, love it. Every little thing I do to this car, love it even more. We need side splitters now. We need carbon side splitters to match the front splitter. The side just kind of looks doofy, you know, and just kind of too simple now. Looks empty now. But that's it. And like I always say at the end of these guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you liked the video, if you thought I was entertaining at all, hit the thumbs up. And if you want to subscribe, it's free. YouTube doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. So it helps me if you subscribe, if you hit the thumbs up, if you leave a like, that would be super cool. We are done. We're out of here. We'll catch you in the next one. Thanks a lot. Deuces.